So I just discovered the 5 most overpowered XP glitches in Fortnite to level up incredibly fast. Starting off, if you find yourself with a harpoon gun, you can actually fish from fishing holes without using any uses. This is actually really easy and really overpowered, because if you know where to land, you can get yourself tens of thousands of XP in only a couple of minutes. Now guys, if you do want to know how to do this glitch, how to level up fast in Fortnite, and all the latest and hidden Season 5 secrets, subscribe with notifications. We're almost to a goal of 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and if you all did subscribe, we could actually hit it right this very second, because after all, most of you aren't subscribed, so, you know, would really appreciate it a lot. Oh yeah guys, and next time you're in item shop, it would help me out a ton if you could use my supporter creator code StormRanger. It is literally the only way I can continue making these high quality guides for you all, and if you don't use my code, sadly, I may need to stop making them. Okay guys, so if you want to do this glitch in game, it's actually really easy. So of course you're going to want to use your harpoon gun by just shooting it off into the water like this, actually shoot it off into the fishing hole. But instead of just shooting it off into the fishing hole regularly, you're going to want to have an extra item right in front of you. So right now we actually have a flopper. What we're going to want to do is we're going to pick up the flopper just like this, and we're going to drop a harpoon gun. But the moment before we drop a harpoon gun, we're going to want to shoot it off into the water, so just like this. So pick it up, shoot right now, it'll go into the water, pick us up a terminal fish, pick our harpoon gun back up. You may notice it currently has 7 uses, just like what we had before. We did not lose a single use from doing that. So we practice, we use actually a couple of times, and of course get a whole lot of loot, still 7 uses, which is definitely not too bad. Anyway, fishing alone is actually great for XP. You get about, I believe, 80 or 100 XP without being supercharged, and then of course, as you can see now, around 400 or so XP if you are supercharged. But on top of that, there are actually 2 punch cards that you can complete. Starting off, you can get yourself a clean 75,000 XP for catching a mere 250 fish, which really isn't that much considering how many fishing holes this island has. Additionally, you can also get another 75,000 XP if you go ahead and catch 300 fish from fishing holes, which is basically the same thing. So all you gotta do is go to this island a couple times in a game, go around and catch 300 fish, and just like that, you'll get yourself 150,000 XP, plus all the XP you'll get from simply catching fish. Anyway, huge shout out to the YouTuber Coldside. I learned about this glitch from him. But now I'm sure you're curious, okay, that's great and all, but where exactly are you now? Where is the best place to go to fish? Well, believe it or not, we're actually on this island right over here. It has the most fishing holes out of any other place in the Fortnite map, at a whopping 25 fishing holes. So go to the map right here. Guys, be sure to go up to this island right over here. I talk about it in almost every single one of my videos, because it is actually that great for fishing. Of course, on screen right now, you can see a map of where all the fishing holes are, courtesy of Fortnite.gg, so it's definitely a good place to go. But I'm sure you're also curious, okay Storm, where should I go to get a harpoon gun? Well, over here at High Cliffs, there's a great place you should land at, which I'm going to go and show you in a different game right now. Anyway, to get a harpoon gun really easily, you're going to want to land over at High Cliffs. Of course, you probably should all know where it is in the map, but either way, you're going to want to land at this building right over here. Now, why you may ask? Well, if you look over here, it has a lot of fishing barrels. Okay, so one right over here, one right over here, one right over here, one over here, one over here, boom, harpoon gun after only 5 of them, just like that. But in case you're not nearly as lucky as me, or you just want to get yourself another harpoon gun, well, there are actually 4 more you can go to. Starting off, one right over here, then one right over here, and then finally, oh, another harpoon gun, that's actually pretty nice. Then finally, another one right over here. And if you still don't have enough harpoon guns, there are 2 more in this building right over here. So that's like, I think, 9 in this building, not too bad. Then 2 more in this building right over here. We actually enter in through this downstairs area. You can see right behind this garage door. On the right, there's a fishing barrel right over there. And then finally, a fishing barrel right over here for a total of, I believe, 11 fishing barrels, which is definitely a lot. And hopefully after that, you should at least have a harpoon gun or 2. You know, of course, head into this truck right over here, or really any other vehicles that spawn, to head over to some fishing holes. However, sadly enough, no matter how good you are at Fortnite, eventually you might make a couple of mistakes and your harpoon gun will still go down in uses, so you only have a couple of uses left. Well, there's actually a really useful glitch you can do to replenish that back to 10 uses. You can actually do this in the same game if you want, which is actually pretty useful. However, guys, sadly enough, we're back on the home screen because we cannot do that in a game of solos. Instead, we actually must do this within a game of Team Rumble. Alright, so we're in a game of Team Rumble right now, but you may notice we only have 3 uses left of the harpoon gun. I actually didn't do this glitch, I just kind of got it down to 3 uses for the point of this video, but pretend that I actually, did this glitch and have 3 uses left. What are we going to do? Well, it's actually pretty simple. All we have to do is build up just like this, about 7 or so stories high, and then of course at this point, you're never going to believe this, all you have to do is jump off just like this, and bam, there you go. You can see right now in the bottom right hand corner all your weapons reload. That does include your harpoon gun. It's a bit of a glitch because your harpoon gun now has 10 uses because the ammo was reloaded, so therefore we can go around and do a lot more fishing and use this glitch a whole lot more now that we're in the storm circle. Like, we actually got pretty lucky right now going into Sweaty Sands because there are actually a lot of fishing holes here. But of course, you know where to find fishing holes no matter where you are. Of course, be sure to refer to Fortnite.gg. Has a full interactive map of where every single one of the fishing holes are, so it is definitely incredibly useful to make sure that you make the most out of doing these two glitches. Anyway guys, shout out to the YouTuber Rusty Sky. I learned about this glitch from him. Okay guys, this next glitch is again pretty overpowered, and for it we must go over here and land at Misty Meadows. Now what exactly are we going to do over here? Well, there's actually this nice guy right over here who's actually pretty cool. Now the reason why is go over here and talk to him. As you can see, just like this, he wants to give us a Dragon's Breath shotgun. So right here we're going to go ahead and grab it, and now we have it for ourselves. I also recommend looting it up to grab some ammo for this, but now for the sake of demonstration I probably won't need to worry too much about that. Alright, I'm going to stay in Misty Meadows because I think it's pretty safe. I don't see any players here right now. It's a bit of a cold drop. Okay, so what are we going to do here? It's actually really simple. We're going to want to take this gun and shoot a wall. I know, isn't this glitch groundbreaking? Okay, this wall apparently isn't very flammable, so a bit more flammable of a wall. Alright, this house right over here is actually located right over here, just northeast of Misty Meadows by the lake. It's actually a little bit better and a little bit more flammable. I did show it off in my last video. Now right now with the shotgun, we're going to want to complete the challenge requiring us to ignite opponents on fire. For this challenge, we must ignite, I believe, 75 opponents on fire, which is a whole lot of opponents. You have to go around, shoot them with the shotgun or something like that, and make sure they're on fire. It's a lot of work. But believe it or not, all you have to do is with this gun, shoot a wall, and then walk in and out of the fire. And as you can see, you're going to still get credit for this challenge. You have to do is walk in and out a couple of times, and every time you'll do that, you'll get the equivalent of about 1,000 XP for up to a total of 75,000 XP. Anyway, I've seen multiple YouTubers cover this glitch before, but I personally learned about it first from Mercy Sky, so huge shout out to him. If that is still not good enough for you, don't worry, there's actually more. This part is not really a glitch though. You can of course get credit for your challenges, requiring you to set structures on fire, leaving you to set about 500 structures on fire, and so if you go around shooting walls like this house right over here, you'll definitely get credit for burning down structures. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty overpowered how you can set yourself on fire. Makes completing this challenge a whole lot easier, because when playing normal, you're probably not going to set 75 opponents on fire. I mean, that is simply ridiculous. Okay guys, so the following glitch over here, we're actually going to want to be in a completely different game that we have not yet covered, possibly on the channel. I briefly mentioned it in my last video. However, other than that, I don't think I've ever gone in this in a regular video, and as you can probably tell by now, that mode is actually going to be Party Royale, so let's head into a game now. Alright, so we're in Party Royale now, so exactly what are we going to do? Well, believe it or not, we're going to do nothing. Okay, not really nothing. We're actually going to want to go ahead and try and complete a couple of our punch cards. Because believe it or not, you actually get credit for doing your punch cards while in Party Royale. For example, right now I'm going around swimming down this lake, where it's actually a river. Did I just call it a lake? Seriously? Okay, going down this river right now. Anyway, guys, right now I'm swimming down this river. It actually goes on for, I believe, forever. It's like a big loop, and the whole time it's going downhill, making it super great for completing your punch card, distance traveled while swimming. But this makes it so much faster, which is definitely pretty useful. There's actually 5 more punch cards you can complete in Party Royale. Okay, this thing is loud. Let's get away from it. Anyway, while we walk away from this very loud area over here, you can actually get credit for completing a challenge, distance traveled while walking, where you must walk a total of 50,000 meters, or about 50 kilometers, for of course a clean 75,000 XP. Alright guys, let's get a bit of a better view of the Party Royale map from this rift over here. That'll actually bring us to a gliding challenge. We're up in the air. We can actually complete our challenge for distance traveled while gliding, while of course flying around the Party Royale island all the way up here. You must glide a whopping 50,000 meters, just like your walking challenge, which you probably will complete while just gliding into a regular game. But if you don't feel like doing that, you don't play Fortnite very often, flying around in the Party Royale island is definitely a good alternative. Let's actually fly down to this nice little building over here, over on the far south side of the island. The reason for that is actually pretty simple, because you'll actually get a motorboat just like this, and then of course have some fun driving around the Party Royale island. And that is because you can actually get credit for driving around while in a vehicle. However, for this you must travel pretty far, just about 100,000 meters or 100 kilometers, which is definitely pretty far. But then again, 75,000 XP is definitely pretty nice, and you don't want to miss out on that. Anyway guys, if we head back to this building right over here, we can grab ourselves a fishing rod, which we can go around and complete 2 punch cards, which we already covered. Of course, if you don't want to do the Harpoon Glitch I mentioned before, you can go around and fish from fishing holes in a game of Party Royale, and from that you can get 150,000 XP from catching 250 fish, and then of course 300 fish from fishing holes. So yep, just like that, 6 challenges, a total of nearly 500,000 XP you can get from just going around and completing your challenges on the Party Royale island, which is definitely pretty nice. Of course guys, huge shout out to the YouTuber Llamasir. I learned about this glitch from him on a similar video that he did make, so of course be sure to check out his channel. He makes a lot of good high quality videos. I definitely recommend you all go subscribe to him. Alright guys, we are back on the hub one more time to get into our final glitch, which is actually the most overpowered glitch on this list, which is actually one of the most overpowered glitches I've ever seen in Fortnite, and with that, one of my personal favorites of course. Now for this glitch, we actually must go into a mode we haven't gone into yet. Of course, we've gone into solos, we've gone into Team Rumble, Party Royale. What else is left? You all probably know. It is of course course going to be creative. So here's how to do this glitch. Now if you do want to learn how to do this glitch, how to level up fast in Fortnite, and all the latest and hidden Season 5 secrets, subscribe with notifications, because remember, if you do subscribe, we can hit our goal of 50,000 by the end of the year, right this very second, because after all, most of you aren't subscribed. Also guys, remember, the next time you're in the item shop, use my supporter creator code StormRanger, because if you don't, I sadly might not be able to continue making these high quality guides for you all. Okay, some of my subscribers may already know what we're going to want to do here. There's some new information, so definitely be sure to pay close attention, because I don't want to waste any of your time. It's actually pretty simple. If you go into regular game mode, like let's say, what is this over here? Tilted Zone Wars, this looks pretty fun. We're going to be the only ones playing it, which is a little bit sad. Okay, yeah, what is this? Nope, no one's here. Okay, we're the only guys in here. But either way, we're playing this game by ourselves, and after a couple minutes, Epic will look at this and be like, really, you're playing by yourself, and feel kind of bad for you. And so they give you a clean 6,300 XP, or 30,555 XP if you are supercharged. However, according to YouTuber Grunky, Epic will only give you XP 5 times during a given game in creative. But here's the deal, you actually do not need to be in a game to get this XP. You can actually do so back in the hub, being AFK, in a lobby all by yourself. I just accidentally went into a public lobby right now. Now if you want to level up extra fast, there's this one XP rep that I highly recommend you all go follow. To learn that, just click right down here. That is all here for now, and I will see you all later.